Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Saturday, September 28th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, yay. We're excited for you, as always. But whatever does not fit, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to be using the Awakening deck by Mystic Molly, 1111. I like her decks. They're really thick, nice. There's probably like 7,500 cards here in a deck. She's got four. I think I said earlier that she's got a fifth one that I haven't bought. Um the only thing is it's very coated. So they're very slippery. Very slippery. But nice cards. One on the table. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. It's pretty gray here most of the day. It never rains. It got a little bit sunny here and there. I still have Chinese food for tomorrow. Some fried rice, some sweet and sour shrimp, and some crab rangoon. And I think I still have half a container of white rice. So I spent $88 on food. So what is that, like $28 a day divided by 2 meals? So it's like $14 a meal technically. $29 a day? Well, either way. It's a hell of a lot more than I would normally spend on a meal. Like sometimes I literally drink a shake and that's it. It's like $1. They had this guy post on TikTok today that they think there's going to start being food shortages and that we're going to go into a famine. Because with all the issues with produce and all the things going on in the election, they think the government is going to let it all go to shit and basically let the people starve. I would not be surprised, like at all. Everything going on in Hollywood right now, there was a young woman on TikTok that posted that she went to a party at Chris Brown's house and her underage friend, who was 15 or 16 at the time, was raped by Chris Brown. And she herself was raped by that other guy. The magician? The musician? I don't know. He goes by a name. I've never heard of him because I don't really pay attention to that stuff. Ever since Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna, I don't really have anything to do with him. Also, my brother's name is Chris Brown, so I try to not associate with that at all to make sure my brother doesn't get any karma. And I'm not even kidding. But yeah, when he beat up Rihanna, I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. I don't know. And I never really thought his music was that great anyway. That's just me. That's just me. But yeah, she came out and said that they were raped at one of his parties. And they made them sign documents saying that it was all consensual. She's like, what did you think I was going to do? Not sign it? She's like, they would have killed me and not let me go home. Can you imagine? And then people are like, oh, you're just jumping on the bandwagon. This never happened. First of all, I expect that of men. I do not expect that of women. Women should know better. And if you've never been sexually assaulted or raped, kudos to you. I have been sexually assaulted and raped more times than any one human being should ever have to be. And let me tell you, none of mine were ever reported. You know why I wouldn't report them? Because I knew them all. Friends, family. He said, she said. You think any of them would have went to jail? None of them would have went to jail. None of them. Guaranteed none of them would have went to jail. Guaranteed they would put me on the stand and call me a whore and everything would get thrown out. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Because they just do not want to believe women. At all. I think I told you guys before I got into an argument with a guy on TikTok. Because there was a post, somebody else's post, not mine, about sexual assault and reporting it. And a cop got on there and he was like saying all this shit. And I responded and I said to him, I said, you're full of crap. I've said, I've been sexually assaulted 3 times, raped 3 times, physically assaulted once with sexual intent. I've been emotionally, verbally, and mentally abused by a family member my whole life. And he goes, there's no way you were sexually assaulted or raped that many times. He's like, only like 1 out of 20 women gets assaulted. Or he put out some kind of statistic. And I replied back, I'm like, you realize that only like less than 20% of all rapes and sexual assaults get reported. Like, you know that, right? He didn't comment. He didn't have anything further to say. Yeah, I bet you don't. Frickin' men. And there was some guy who I follow. I think he follows me, but I follow him. And he came out and admitted that he was sexually assaulted as a kid, as a young boy. And some other guy got on there and made a comment like, it's my turn. Ew. Ew. It's not even funny at this point. It's not even funny. It's disgusting and it's sad that men think that they can just get on there and joke around about it like it's funny. It's not funny. Women are literally losing all their rights to their own bodies, to making decisions for their own bodies. Rapists get away with rape every day. And look at this guy who was sexually assaulted as a kid. You never said anything because of embarrassment. Like, come on. Like, don't you have any compassion or empathy for another human being? Like, it just blows my mind that nobody gives a shit. And then there's women out there, too. They're like, well, I just don't really believe that they're telling the truth. I don't care if you believe she's telling the truth. She knows if she's telling the truth, and God knows if she's telling the truth. You don't need to make a comment like that. My brother said that to me. 2021, the year before the ex-husband and I got divorced. He made a comment about Ashley Judd saying that, what's his name, the old fat ugly producer that raped like 50 women, Gwyneth Paltrow and all that. Like, oh, she lied, that never really happened. I bet she's lying. And I looked him in the eye and I'm like, excuse me? I literally got up and left the room. I don't know when he left, but when I came down hours later, he was gone. And I looked at my ex-husband, who was my husband at the time, and I was like, I couldn't even. And he goes, yeah, I know. Like, I just don't understand that male behavior where you think it's okay to make stupid comments. It's mind-boggling to me. But then when it happens to you, you finally realize, it could happen to a man at any time. Anytime. And probably does. Quite often, I'm sure. They just don't want to talk about it. Maybe that's why they're so damn angry. Okay, I've ranted about that for enough. But yeah, we're not going to have food, and Hollywood is going to shit. I just thought everybody should know. And we'll probably be eating the pets. We'll all be eating the pets. I am not eating my pets. I will hide them from my neighbors. I'm not even kidding. Half the time I don't even like my cats. I am not eating my pets. It's not happening. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to bring up too. There was some lady in, I think it was like Pennsylvania or Connecticut or North Carolina. It might have been one of the Carolinas. She got what looked like an official letter from the government saying that she had to house refugees and that they would send her an $80 check every month for each of the 3 refugees, and that the refugees would be showing up on her doorstep on December 2nd. Now, they think this is a big conspiracy that Trump's team is sending out these fake letters to try and get everybody pissed off at Democrats so that everybody votes for Trump. I think that these are probably refugees sending out letters because they're going to come to your house and live in your house on December 2nd. That's my theory. That poor lady's going to open her door on December 2nd. There's going to be 3 men standing there. Can you imagine? It would be horrifying. Anyway, that was the real news story I wanted to tell you. And it said something about like Department of something in Pennsylvania. And I think it was Tizzy ENT that put it on his talk. And he said there's no such place. So just be careful, you guys, when you get mail in the mail. If you like actually open it up and you think it's official, check that shit out before you just assume. Because odds are it's probably not. Okay, we're going to do one more. So this is more like an affirmations for you guys. You did not fall out, sir. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a cool card. Child was in a costume, but it did not look like a costume at first. All right. We got journal. We've got surrender. Oh, and by the way, I don't get real news. All I get is TikTok news or whatever I get on my phone. So, yeah, more than likely, whatever I tell you is a bunch of bullshit. I'm just letting you know. And I fully believe it's probably all bullshit. Just saying. But it's entertaining. We got breakthrough. We got yoga. We got mentor. Spirit guides. I think I was talking about them this morning. We got authenticity. We've got music. I'm going to go listen to some music after this and write another chapter in my book. I got to do 2 more chapters and I'll be done. Take a break. Bottom of the deck. All right. This damn thing keeps falling. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. This is just like an affirmation. So you're being asked to journal. You can also take that to mean manifest if you want to manifest. Surrender to yourself. So, and by that I mean, if you want to do something, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't. If you want to spend a day doing nothing, spend a day doing nothing. If you want to go outside and run around ragged and run errands, then do that. Do you, boo. Every damn day. With the moon card, we've got intention, mystery, and reflection. I use the moon to manifest, make wishes. I talk to the moon. I'm nice to the moon. No frickin' moon magic here unless it's good stuff. With breakthrough, you might be going through a like a high creativity period. Like you might have a lot of good ideas. I would write them down as they come through. You can put them in your journal. Exercise. If you don't want to do yoga, just get out and walk. You could lift weights. You can get a bicycle. Mentor, teach and guide. I think this is just, I mean, you can get out there and mentor. Like if you want to mentor, a kid, or if you want to mentor an adult that wants to do what you do or be who you are, that's fine. But I think this is just about putting out good intentions, good vibes, because people are going to follow suit after you, whether you think so or not, whether you know so or not. Everybody is a teacher to someone, everybody is a learner from someone else, right? So just be a good role model. That's what the word I was looking for, role model. I mean, nobody's asking you to be perfect. Humans are not perfect. Talk to your spirit guides, your dearly departed loved ones, your angels. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through dream state. Um, you can even do that through your manifesting in your journal if you want, technically. Stand in your stand on your I was gonna say stand on your bullshit. What I meant to say is stand on business and don't put up with bullshit. Just be who you are. That's all that this means. Authentic. Just be who you are. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. Be who you are. Music. I love music. I listen to music all the time. I mean, lately not so much because I've been busy. Um, but yeah. Oh, pardon me. And I am kind of a Swiftie, like a little bit. And I still haven't listened to her new album. I gotta do that. I don't know. I tend to be a little slow though. Like I tend to discover new music a while after it comes out, and then I binge on it and I get sick of it. And I go back to like all my oldies from like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Because when I was a kid, I grew up on all kinds of music. My mom was like a 70s girl. She liked all like the disco hippie type, well, not hippie, but like all the disco type stuff. And my dad liked all the oldies, like, I don't even know, like a lot of jazz type music, Nat King Cole, the Beatles, the Monkees, like older bands, the Beach Boys. This goes along with everything. Just make sure you're resting and you're relaxing and you're not working yourself too hard. You don't have to go there, although that would be nice, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved all my news shenanigans at the beginning of the video. And please don't be offended. Like I said, I don't know real news. I just needed something to talk about. So, like, it wasn't uncomfortable. All right. I hope everybody has a lovely evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.